Yeah, so that's how all that stuff went down. But of course, and that's got people believing there's three truths. Well, no, there's one factual truth. That's it. Different points of view of that truth, but not always are you going to have three different. Not always. There's a lot of times you only have two. And that's because one person doesn't play that. It's not how you get to the bottom of things. It's not how you fix problems. Yeah, I was deliberately put in the situations I was. And it's to make me look like, I guess, what I'm looking like. But I assure you, the only reason why I've stayed here is because my parents. My mom needs me here. Um, Especially after the car accident with her and John. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I'd be out seeing the world. I'd be doing my thing, doing floors, getting the hell away from all this shit. But I have so much unfinished stuff, and it's because these people have blocked people with shit that just people. I guess they just like to hear it because it tickled their fucking ear. But people believe bullshit way quicker than any type of truth. And I guess y'all ain't being taught like I was back when I was in school. Dude, there's a lot of truth that is way stranger than any fiction. Look at some of these stories that are, you know, on YouTube, especially the ones coming out here lately with all these women doing all this stuff. You know, it shocked me when I first started like seeing and hearing of it. You know, so wildly because, like I said, I was raised by a feminist woman. I didn't believe women were like that for no reason. Eh, yes, they can. Yeah, they can be a lot worse than that. I mean, this is a story of my life. People have done this to me my whole life. Call me small, call me worthless. They never see what I've done or what I'm really about. But, man, yeah, I've ignored it and then proven them wrong. There was a time people used to, like I said, was really liked the way my relationship was with Tiff. My mom even told that to me and Tiff right here in her kitchen. She's like, "You guys work as a team. You do have ups and downs, but you seem to, always stick together and work it out. Yeah, that's how you grow as a husband and wife, or fiance. At that time, we had kids, man. That's pretty much husband and wife. You're doing everything but the ring and the legal part of it. Like I said, I know most people don't believe in God, but marriage is joining of two things into one, two becoming one. What does that do? Mother, father, make child. Yes, I know. Twins, triplets, quadruplets. Yeah, sometimes they can make more. Don't curse everybody with that. Even though they're great, and it is a blessing. I'm just saying. Everybody starts popping out quintuplets and whatnot, man. one, the women are gonna start wanting to beat somebody up. I'm telling you that right now. And families are gonna get a lot bigger though. I wouldn't suggest doing it more than once because you got a big family with just one time. That way. Yeah, I didn't mind making them happy with what they wanted in life. I knew, we only live once. Give it, make the best of it. That's what I was doing. And all of them would tell you, even though we didn't have much, felt like home. It was great. It was warm. It was peaceful. It was loving to the best extent it could be. I mean, when you have stuff going on that comes out of the blue that you have to stop, you know, all the goofiness and all that because you got serious things that are coming out of the blue that's destroying everything. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Not have the communication to be like, yo, this can't be happening. Whether that starts an argument or not, you still have to address it. Here's the thing, if people weren't doing it, it wouldn't have to be addressed. It wouldn't be messing with anything. It wouldn't mess with trust. It wouldn't mess with love. It wouldn't mess with respect, morals, values, etc. That's why I get so mad about it because it's so easy. It's so simple. You love me? Yes. Do you love me? Yes. Let's do this shit. And then prove it. Even though you don't agree all the time. Stay the fuck together and just do it right. I mean, if you're a couple that can't handle your alcohol or, things like that, maybe you shouldn't be doing things like that. That's where sacrifice and stuff for your team comes in. You know what? I don't think we handle this too well together, so we got to change something here. You don't think I had those conversations with them this calmly like that? Yeah. Did I stick to them? Yeah. Did they? No. Why? What do you feel? Because there's something serious that went down. I wouldn't even be into all this if people didn't go into things they shouldn't be going into. But of course, they just keep ranting on that because they don't know. But if they get other people to believe that they're what they're ranting about, then they build up a team, and that's how you can make things seem like they're one way when they're not. Just like one of the videos I was watching where, yes, this guy was upset holding the baby and all this, and his wife is a stripper, and with three other baby daddies, and she's living, off of the state because she had gotten those dudes in trouble for sucking them into domestic disputes to where she could get on a list and get a house. Right? They all do that. And yes, you have to watch them. It's all in how they do it. And this girl, she went out. She was supposed to be off at 6 o'clock. She wasn't off. See, he's not giving her any problem about that. What he had a problem with is the fact that she didn't come home until 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. Now he knew something was up. All you all know that. Doesn't matter what gender it is. If they're pulling shit like that, something's up. They're not in a hospital. They didn't have some emergency with their family or friend that you can clearly prove. Then yeah. So what she was doing is trying to play like, oh, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do and get me a little bit. But she lied about everything. She deliberately would ask questions and things certain ways, giving hints that she was going to do what she did. It was ridiculous. I seen it from the first start of the body cam when the cop walked up, and from the first 5 minutes of what was going on there. I already knew who was at fault, what was going on. And what do? They use these same stereotype cliches that everybody uses. And what do I hear with the cops? They're giving her benefits of the doubt and this and that with some of these other videos and stuff that I'm seeing. And come to find out, their evidence shows that she was the one at fault the whole time. So you got to be careful because a lot of times, these cops get on a scene, and yes, I understand they're very good at what they do, but they start giving people benefit of the doubt. And I don't know if they notice that they're doing that. Just like one girl, uh, she's into voodoo and all that stuff, got real mad at her boyfriend, completely everything that she did before this night of this party and everything showed that she was setting up to hurt this boy. And even when she tried to not take the one friend that asked for a ride home, you know, nobody's catching on to that. Some people that I've watched that reviewed the same one has caught that. But then it's like they lose sight of it and they let their mind be changed by other things that went on. And it's like, yo, no, 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 no. She still did this. But anyway, this girl had a voodoo doll, this boy, and, would always constantly try and keep him into the relationship by saying she was going to hurt herself. Jen was that way. Tiffany was that way. Um, oh, yeah. But, I mean, like, she basically used this man, one, as a free babysitter, two, the whole time they're dating, she's slowly setting him up to have a bad background with her. That way, when she does get caught for cheating, she can deny it, say that he's acting crazy, even though she's messing with this man's heart. I don't care if you're hood or not. When you have a heart towards somebody, whether they have it back or not, that's the part that really gets you and will upset you. Because they just, right? Now, of course, everybody on the outside, well, she got 3 baby daddies, she's a stripper, this and that. How did you not see that coming? Because he got manipulated. Love bombing. Yes, that's how they do it. Oh, I don't care that, you're not making that much money. No, I don't care that. We'll build together, baby. I want to have kids with you. Please give me a kid. Let's get married, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And people out there think just because you talk about it and you're like, well, that's what got them. Well, you shouldn't do that to any woman that just walks up and. It ain't like she just walked up and said it and we're like, okay. I mean, what the fuck? We're not that fucking. Well, some of them are. Don't get me wrong, some of them are. But that's not how it happened. But some girls are that easy too. And that's why their worth goes down. But that's also why they're able to do this to some men. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. And yeah, I believe a lot of them started doing this kind of stuff. That's where gold diggers come from. That's exactly what this chick was. She ended up taking this man's life. The cops were there. They said, which there was clearly, she had a gun in her pocket when the cops showed up, and this is the second time he had to tell her to put it in the vehicle and secure it. And the only reason she did that was to try and woo the cops before she did what she did later. Yes, I'm complying. Yes, I don't want to hurt him. And she didn't say it. She just tried to use her actions to speak it. But when they left, she goes out. They're only gone 4 minutes. She goes out, gets a tire iron and a gun, runs upstairs, hits him, shoots him, and then tries to groom her daughter to say that her daughter's seen the guy hit her with a bar. Because when they talk to the daughter says, I couldn't see anything. I could hear it, but I couldn't see it. And she does say that he hit her with a bar, but when they keep going, she said, I thought I needed to tell the police officer that. So you could clearly tell that, but that also, you know what that does to the courts? Now his one witness that could have got her in trouble is now not credible. They can take it that way. Yes, they can. They can be like, well, she's too young. We don't know, if she's been groomed, or if, but it, you see what I mean? The way she said it, it doesn't sound like she's seen it. It sounds like somebody told her that. That's what I mean. This girl set all this shit up to fall like that. Because that's how they get money. They get house. They get money from the state. They get to do what they're doing. And they're a single mom. They're working so hard, so they let a lot of that little fraud shit slide as long as, blah, blah, blah. And that's the same thing Tiffany does. That's a lot. That's the same thing these street people do. Yes, they are abusing it. Yeah. But that's what I mean. It's a con artist scheme from the get. And this is how they bring a man into it and get him in trouble.